Hello everyone, this is Sylvie with Craft Perfect. Today I'm a little bit late. Um, I'm still struggling with my allergy problem, so probably my voice will be a little bit hoarse today, but I'm glad I can meet you on Wednesday today. So today I am going to show you how to use all this scrap papers. I think you all know I'm the holder and I hoard all the papers. So, okay, I'm gonna to switch the view so you can see my hand emotion, okay? So, hello, Annette, Mandy, I'm glad you joined me today. Okay, I'm going to switch so you can see my hand emotion. Okay, so as you know, I am a paper holder, okay? So I have a lot of these scraps, especially when I am preparing for something. And so I just dump them in a drawer. So I'm trying to find a way to use it. So today I'm just thinking probably a lot of you have the same problem like me. So I just think maybe this is a good project I can show you. So today I am going to show you how to make this card. And this is the new stamp set we have. And it's the Seaside Bay. And the coordinate die which can cut all this image out, but a lot of extra stuff. Like this grass, like different shape of the shell, seashell. This one, I think you can either open it up, to make a 3D project. So I'm using this. And the paper I am using, which is this by the bay, the coordinate. I have a lot of those strips. Okay, so those are from the other projects. So I think this will be a great way to do that. Oh, this is what I want to tell you. Before, when I have this kind of paper, I just throw them in a drawer, okay? So I'm thinking later I can always just using them. But I think when I'm making a project, this is not easy. I think if you have any piece of paper, you should just keep in its original packet like this, So in this way, you can always find what color they will go well together, because when they make a design of the paper, they kind of have a certain group of color, so that if you put them together, the project will like very cohesive, very pretty. It's easier in that way. So now I'm just keeping all these little pieces in the original pack. I think this is a better way to do that. Instead of doing this is not easy. And I think sometimes when you see so many scrap paper like this, it will be overwhelming too. So this is the better way to do it. This is just my suggestion, but you can do any way you want. Okay, so the paper, those are the complete sheet. And this paper is really pretty because if you can see, one side is kind of shiny and the other side has other different pattern. So this paper is actually prettier in person. So hopefully you can see this through the camera. Okay, so this is the paper and I have this. So this is a very simple way to do it. Basically, you are just gonna to create your own designer series paper. And I also get this idea from I don't know if you ever heard of crazy quilting. So what you need is, I think crazy quilting is like you have all those little pieces of paper, fabric, and you just sew them together and create a project. So I think this will be the way. Okay, so I have a paper here. You actually can use any color. So this is a 4 1/4 and a 3 1/2. So this is just the paper I use. And you're gonna to put the glue on here. I find out when I use the glue, it's very messy. So you can either use this kind of adhesive rolled on, or you can just use double-sided tape. Okay, so I am gonna to just, okay, here, let me just do this. And I find out the double-sided tape will be easier because I cannot put this kind of roll tape on the edge. But actually on the edge, it's very important for you to have the glue. So I am just, sorry, I keep changing my mind. So now you can tell when I'm in the craft room, this is how I have this always happen. Like I keep changing my mind. I don't know what I want to use. So you do the full edge, and then you can just randomly put the tape in the middle. Okay, so you can just start. Anyway, this one I use very like a straight and horizontal, so it's very regular. That's how you call that, the pattern. So you can do anyway, and I'm going to show you several. So this one, I am just going to do the diagonal way, and this is just like any random way. I will show you this later more. So this one, since this one is very how do you even say that, like very neat pattern, so I'm just gonna to do this like a little bit different. So you can just start with anything you want like this, and you just lay the color you feel like they will go well together. Okay. You can just kind of create your pattern. So this is the reason I say the edge here, I don't have the glue here. So this area, you just have to use the small glue. So I'm just thinking, use glue is a little bit messy. So the best tool to use is the double-sided tape. That's the reason I say that. Okay. So I am just gonna ooh, I have a piece of pool party. I guess I can just do like that. Okay. And now you just turn the paper in the back. So you trim the extra paper, okay? And a lot of them, because your scrap paper, they can be any shape, any size. So if you have a square, you can just put on that too, okay? So this is just the way kind of use. I find out this will be easier if I just go straight, but if you want to go crazy, you can always trim like this and do any kind of pattern you want, okay? So I just want to do this quick and easier so I can show you the project. Like I say here, you don't have the glue, so it's not easy. If you don't have the glue, the designer series paper, they will flip at the edge. So in this way, you're going to use the glue for that. So this kind of project, I find out you can actually use this pattern over and over. And when you are watching the TV, you can just make a whole bunch of that, and you use the different kind of the layering piece on that. So you can just create the car later to fit all kind of occasions and to make into all kind of the cars. Okay. And another reason I say to keep the designer series paper scrap in the same packet, because sometimes you're thinking about, this project, like even though all the color they work together, but couple of a piece, maybe we want some different color of the paper, and you can always find the piece that's actually work with the paper, so you can just cut a little bit from the complete paper. Okay, so later we will figure out like this, I guess. Okay, and this is just a little bit imperfection, but I think will work. You can see a little bit here. And can you hear David try to talk to Alexa, and Alexa tell him TV is not responding. So I guess Alexa is not the perfect wife, huh? Every time he say Alexa is the most perfect wife, because always say okay and never say no to him. Okay, I'm thinking they are the same color a lot, so I'm just gonna let's see. Okay, I'm just going to finish this one really quick and using whatever I have. Okay. Okay, here, let's see. Okay, okay, let's just do this. Okay, so now we've finished our own designer series paper. Okay, and I'm just use very simple one. So I have the matte, which is 4.5 and 3.25. Ooh, did I use the wrong? Oh, I'm telling you, I'm using the wrong paper, but that's okay. We can always fix it. So it's just a second. So let me get the paper trimmer. We just make something a little bit larger than this piece. This will be, yeah, don't worry about the measurement, okay? I will always post this on my website tomorrow. This will be 4.5, so we can do 4.75. So this will be the mat, okay? And now the cardstock I'm using, the card base is Night of Navy, because that, like I said, in the back of your pack always tell you what color they use. This one has a Balmy Blue, Castle Cabana, Mint Macaroon, Night of Navy, Petal Pink, Pool Party, and the Sahara Sand. Since most of the designer paper I have, the scrap piece is the bluish color, so I I like use the darker color car base for my cars, so I feel like they will pop up the cars. So we just fold this in half. I remember my bone folder today. Okay. And inside the car, I have the basic white, since the car base is dark. So we need something light inside to write a message. If you want this car look more polished, you can always stamp the image. Okay. So I'm gonna to do this, since we're gonna to cut this circle. The die we are using, this is one of my favorite die set. It's called Stylish Shape die. So I am using the circle. This. So since this piece is gonna to hide with this, so I'm just gonna to cut from this piece with the big shot. Okay, so this is what you go through the big shot, and you can just use this piece for the car front. So I am gonna to glue this on the card. Oopsie. Before that, oh, I guess maybe this will work. The best way is actually you need to put the glue on the designer series piece, okay? Because I was going to put on the car first, but then I remember I need to put the ribbon. And this ribbon is the called Balmy Blue White ribbon. I really like this ombre look. So when I use the ribbon, I like to use the double-side tape because they can hold the ribbon better. Okay, like that. And you can just put this. So this was originally, I tried to do this. I tried to put this on the car base first and glue the DSP that we just created. Then I remember we need to put the ribbon, one ribbon on first, okay? So then we are gonna to stamp. I like the stamp set has the good sentiment and the good image. So the one I'm using is heartfelt sympathy, or you can use any other sentiment. It can be a good birthday card. For some reason, I feel like this blue will be good for the sympathy card. So I'm using the Night of Navy ink. Okay. And also we are doing this bird. Okay. And from the designer series paper, this sheet, okay, they already have the bird, and I believe, let's see, now here I have so many things on my desk here. I believe this bird can be cut. You know, this die can cut this. So if you just want to make a quick project, you can just cut from your designer series paper. But you know, I just feel like this paper is so pretty on this side. I can make more project with this, so I am not cutting that off. So I'm just going to show you how I stamp that bird. Okay. First, we are using the Knight of Navy. Okay. And I really like this stamp because you can see those details of the bird. So I am coloring the bird with the petal pink. The reason I'm doing this because on this card, I feel like it can pick up a little bit of pink from the paper, and it's not that, all blue. So I'm just using that, and on this card, there's a little bit pink here too. And I'm just using the dauber and like a color a little bit. And this is quick and easy way to do that. And I am using the Balmy Blue blender pen, and with this I like to use the brush side. Our blender pen, which is the alcohol based marker, one side is like the pointed tip is more like the regular marker, and the other side is the brush. For this, I like to use the brush, so I can color the tail like that. Okay, so that's, you just need a little bit. Then I am using the die to cut this out, because we want to make sure we cut out the perfect bird. So I use the washi tape to hold the die, stay in the place. Okay, so I'm just going to run through the and ta-da! So this is the bird we have. So I am just going to use the pop dot. And to put in the back. For some reason, I feel like our basic white paper is a little bit shining in the front. So sometimes the ink won't dry very quick. So when you pick it up, you just need to make sure they are complete dry. So like this here, it's a little bit smudged. But I guess I probably can use bling or just pretend I did not see it. Okay. And I am putting some pop dot in the back of the bird too. Like here. Just like I say, I really like this ribbon, and I'm gonna to tie a bow here. And when I tie the bow, I really don't know how long I need. I would say probably 8 to 10 inch, but I'm not sure. So I always just loop through here and tie on the car. So I know sometimes people may need help with the bow maker. I even have a lady show me to use the fork to tie a bow, but I don't know how to do that. So every time I just do this way. So I guess every time when we do the fundraiser, if your homework is tie the bow, once you practice several hundred times, then you can tie a bow pretty quick here. So I'm just gonna trim the tail a little bit like that, and like that. Dun, 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 dun. So then this card is done. So just like I said, I use the scrap paper. You can lay them up like a very neat way, horizontal and vertical. And this one I do the sideways, so it's a little bit like a chevron. And I also make a couple of other examples. Like this one, the background paper is all blue, so I'm just using the flower to go well with that. And this one originally was a birthday card, so I make like that. And this is the new paper we have. I think it's called what? I don't know. Fancy what? Regent Park. So that's the paper. I have been using this from past several weeks. And this one is for the Christmas. This is what I say. I realized if I did not store them in the same pack. And yesterday when I was making this card, and I find out there's some green, they just don't go well together. But I guess if you think about the Christmas time, all shade of a green and red, probably they will all work well together. So this is the tip I'm going to share with you, and I'm using the old scrapped designer series paper to create these cards. So hopefully this will inspire you to use up your scrap paper in your craft room. Like I said, I do the Facebook Live every Wednesday at 7 o'clock Central Time. And hope you like the project, the tip I share with you. I will post this on my website, which is Craft Purfect tomorrow. So if you need a measurement and need to rewatch my video, you can go there. And please like and share my videos with somebody you think that will be interesting. Thank you so much for watching me tonight. I will see you next week. Bye.